you notice, we have about 4 subjects here, which we're going to be representing on a pie chart. Now, the materials we'll be needing is one, we'll be needing this protractor. If you notice from this protractor, it has from here 0 all down to 180, and then from here 0 all down to 180. This is more or less like half of a circle. Then we'll be needing this. This is a pair of compass. This will enable us to get a very accurate circle, with this point being the center of the circle. Now, as you open this pair of compass, gives you the radius of the circle you will be requiring. Is that okay? Now, next thing is for us to get either the percentage or the degree aspect. Is that okay? We either get the percentage or the degree. First is to add up everything here, which if you add, this is 11 this is 11 plus 920 plus 10, that is 30, right? So now to get, let's say, percentage, okay, let's just say percentage is going to be what? 6 over 30 times 100, right? That is for this. This is 5 over 30 times 100, right? This is 9 over 30 times 100. Then this is 10 over 30 times 100, isn't it? And also remember the degree aspect. We're going to use the same thing, but instead of multiplying by 100, we'll now multiply by 360. So I'm going to fill this up so that the video won't be that long. Then once we are done with this both sides, we'll now plot our pie chart and follow the process. Is that okay? So we're going to approximate to the nearest whole number. So if you sum all this up, you're going to have 100, which is the total of percentage. So we'll do the same thing for degree. I'm going to fill it up. Then we'll make use of the degree to do our pie chart, because the cycle has a total of 360 degrees. So I'm going to use the degree now. I will fill up this space for the degree. You know the process already in solving this. My main target is for you to know how to plot the pie chart. Okay, now good. This is what we'll get when you divide by 360. So if you sum up everything you have here now, I think you're going to have a total of 360 degrees. Is that okay? So now the next thing is to use what we have here now to plot it on our pie chart. Mind you, we're going to use this to draw a perfect cycle. Then we're going to use this now to measure this our protractor to measure the angle. Is that okay? So now I've opened my pair of compass to the desired radius. So I'm going to draw a perfect cycle. Now watch me. Look at. I'm going to draw a perfect cycle. Okay. Now you see how perfect the cycle is. Now this pin will serve as your center, which is this point. Then I'm going to indicate it as my center of the cycle. Is that okay? Now the next thing we will do is very simple. We're going to draw any radius of our choice. So now let's assume we'll draw. Remember, a radius starts from the center of the cycle to any part of the circumference. Now this is the radius I decided to draw. Remember, the first one we have for math, we have 72 degrees. This is the center. This is this line that will be on this center of the cycle. Then this radius will move straight, will be on the line. So what we are going to do is for you to measure 72. If you start from here, 10, 20, this is 70. This is the line for 70, so 71, 72 will be here. Is that okay? So 72 will be here. So once that is done, you place it this way, you trace it down to the center, and then you draw this way. Now this one here, this is 72 degree gives you 20%. Since we are going to use percent, but if it's degree, you use degree. Then you write the one that gives you math. Okay, you write maths. Is that okay? Now quickly you use the same protractor, you go to this next line, just the same thing, place this one at the tip, this point, this line which stands for your 90 degrees at the tip of this center. Then the line should, you count, this is 0 down to this point 60, then 60 will be here. So if there is 60, you use your ruler to trace it down this way. Then you write your 60% gives us 17, 60 degrees gave us 17%, and that is for what? English. So you write it English. Now on this same line as well, you place this line, make sure it's on it accurately, then look at the next line. What is this one? 108. Now at this point, you have to be very, very careful. 108, this is 100, this is 105, 106, 107, 108, 105, 6, right? I don't know if you are seeing it. I'll bring it down a bit. Good. Make sure you have put it well. This is 100, this 105, 106, 107, 108 will be here. So if that is the case for 108, look at the point I gave, then you trace it down to the center and you draw. Now that 108 for percentage is 30%, and that is science. Now you will notice that we have one left, which is for French, and French is 120. Now if you want to be sure of what you did, now place this line, place this on that same line there. You will notice, look at it, look at from this point, if you place it accurately, look at from this point 0, if you count, look at 120, look at where it falls. So you don't need to even measure the second one. Once you come here, you see that it falls on 120, which is for this directly. So you can decide to mark this. The 120 gave us 33%, which is for French. So this is how you do your pie chart. Very easy, very simple. Instead of using, once you know how to rotate your protractor from the first line, you move to the second, you move to the third, you move to the fourth, and so on. If you want to move this way, you are still free to move, but just know how to position it. If you really want to know what to do, practice this very well and make sure you get it accurately. But meanwhile, if they say do that for degrees, you can still use these degrees to put it here. Now this one is 120 degrees. This one is 72 degrees. This one is 60 degrees. This one is 108 degrees. Okay, so whichever one you are asked to, know how to calculate it and then put it straight. Is that okay?